Hi, long time no see, or maybe first time see. Uh, I have not posted since like mid-March basically, and it is now mid-July, so it's been a minute. I basically just got really busy with finals. If you don't know, I'm a fiber arts major, so like, and I was taking 3 studio classes, so I was just like at school all the time working on projects, so got really overwhelmed. I didn't end up like putting out any videos about those projects as well. I think I have some footage of it. I might slice something together, but I also have put up like little posts about them on my Instagram, so you can check that out if you'd like. But that's not the point of this video at all. But I've also, another reason I haven't posted is I was on like a huge kind of like Euro trip. I hate saying that, but it is basically what I was doing. Have been kind of saving up and like really wanted to go on this trip, so I finally got to do it. It was so much fun. I went a little all over the place. I feel like I say Euro trip because I was just like in Europe. I have a lot of family there, so I was really fortunate to stay with a lot of family and to see a lot of family I hadn't seen in a long time, which was really lovely. But basically this video is not like a Euro vlog or anything like that. It's just a haul of everything I got. Which I didn't realize till I kind of accumulated all of it. It's a lot. Just as I just mentioned, I was staying with a lot of family. I packed half a suitcase. I kind of let myself go a little more than I normally would, and so there's a lot. So I am warning you. Let's get right into it. I am more of like a knitter and like a fiber arts person, so there is some of that here, but there's also like a weird amount of stationery. I don't know why I got so into it on this trip, because I had previously like not really been a stationery girly, but I am, one can confirm. So there's a lot of that. There's also just like random stuff. There's also not that many items of clothing. I thought I was gonna thrift a bunch, but I don't know why I was like not really in like a thrifty clothes mood, so I don't really have that many items, but I will show you them, the little ones that I do have and what I got. I'm gonna try to kind of go in chronological order, but I probably will just be kind of going randomly, I'm not gonna lie. I guess we'll do a little book haul first. I used to be a huge reader. I feel like I've kind of gotten out of the habit of it, just because with like knitting and stuff and like most fiber arts, like you can't read and do them. So when I'm doing something, I'm usually doing one of those. So I did bring this book actually to read. Like this is one that I'd gotten for Christmas, Color by Victoria Finley, just kind of telling the history of color, and very lovely, very fun. Finished that. And then from there on out, I was like, what if I started like actually reading again? Since I was going through a lot of like public transport and all that, like taking trains and metros and all of that stuff. So I ended up picking up this at the airport in France. It's L'inconnu du portrait by Camille de Peretti. It is a French book. I can read French. It was the first French book I read in a really long time, and I really liked it. So I think I will actually look up the offer. And if you have any like French offers, recommendation, I feel like I'm totally in the dark for that kind of scene, so I would love to hear your recommendations. Then I also got, I can't remember which one I got first. I think it was this. This was when I was in London. I think it was in a Waterstones. I can't remember which one though. It might have been the one in Islington, or one of the ones in Islington, because there's probably more than one. But Swimming in the Dark by Tomasz Jodorowsky. I was looking for short books because, once again, easing my way into reading again, but really loved it. Like tore through this one. This one I think was when like the big like 7-floor foils. Let me, so sorry to the British people to whom I'm mispronouncing this, but Three Women by Lisa Taddeo. Incredible. Like, so again, super random pickups. Like all of these I was just kind of like wandering around and reading the backs of them and being like, maybe. I don't even know how you would describe this book. Like literally the back of it says this is the story of 3 women, and I do feel that that does encapsulate what it is. And then finally, the one that I have not finished because I did kind of stop reading and start knitting again a ton, was The Essex Serpent. I did buy this when I was staying with family in Essex, so I was like, I've got to. But it's like a historical kind of, I don't know if romance is the word, it's just historical fiction, but really interesting. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie, the cover did sell me a bit, but I do actually want to finish this. I will, I swear. I'm gonna do a little bit of notebooks now. I did go kind of mad with notebooks, but I have very specific requirements for the notebooks I like, okay? So went to the V&A, literally my favorite museum ever. First of all, if you didn't know, because I didn't know, all the museums, or a lot of the main museums in London are free, which is so amazing, but also means for me, in my head I'm like, well then it means I have to go to the museum gift store and I can spend money because I didn't spend money to get in. So I feel like I went a little wild, and then also with like exchange rates and things, I didn't realize the actual amount of money I was spending at the time. It's only when I'd go home and be like, oh yeah, that was a lot of money, whoops. All that to say, I got these 3 William Morris little notebooks, this little blue one, they are all lined as well. This one, I think, I was gonna say a phoenix, it's not a phoenix, it's like a little parrot of some kind. And then this one, and I will be giving my mom one of these. She just has to pick one, which one she wants. Again, in no chronological order, I got this little like handmade paper notebook. I love the little kind of like lining page there, and just plain pages. It is from Norwich Art Supplies. I went to Norwich for the day. Lovely city, so cute, so fun, so many cute stores there. I got this lovely little notebook from a store in Norwich as well. Super cute. It's just blank, plain paper, and I just love the pattern of it. From that same store and the same brand, I also got a tea towel with cats on it. I don't know how obvious that is, but it has little cats, and I just thought it was really cute and really lovely, so I did buy it. Yes. I picked up this one in Italy, like from a random spot, really. You can see that well, but that's like the little library it's from. It's really random. I wasn't paying attention when I picked it up because it was only a couple of euros, but the pink pages are like super fine, like, I don't know. So I've just been using it to like write little like to-do lists in, but I don't really know what I will do with this otherwise. Not a notebook, but kind of stationery adjacent, is also from the V&A. I picked up this like handmade paper, like printed card with a little envelope. It's hand block printed greeting card. There you go. I saw them kind of everywhere after, but I don't know. I just love the fact that it's handmade paper, so it's not made of trees. It's actually made of like recycled cloth and all that. But I picked up in a thrift store, or charity shop as you would say, in Norwich, this little like book. I just thought it was so cute. It's like an independent kind of press, and they've got like a Southwold Alphabet by Peter Gould is the name of the book. Really lovely. I was just like, for like £1, I think it was, I was like, this is just like a really lovely souvenir that is kind of unique, so I was sold. And then again, from that trip to Norwich, I went to Gerald's. It's like a big department store that they have there that's very popular, and so they also have a stationery store. Obviously I went, and I just picked up this, which I know is kind of ridiculous. Like, it's just a little pink notebook. It's a Clairefontaine, which isn't even like I'm pretty sure it's a French brand, but I just liked the orientation of it. I love that you could like do it like this, liked it, and I feel like you can never have too many notebooks. This is one I got in Sweden at the Moderna Museet. Cannot say that word. It's the like modern art museum basically in Stockholm, and I just like the painting they chose. I don't know, and it was pretty cheap. It wasn't like overly expensive, so I was sold. Yes, there are more notebooks. I know it keeps going. We'll kind of rapid fire them now. This is a old like Vogue one that I got in conjunction with the July edition of Vogue. They were selling them together at WH Smith. There was like 2-3 choices of notebooks, and it was like £6, so I was like, that's kind of reasonable, and I wanted the notebook, so I got it. I think they're still available, so if you have a WH Smith in your area, check it out. And then also at the airport, because I was leaving and I was like, well, there was a Harrods, and I went in and got a little Harrods notebook because I thought it was cute. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot one. Okay, I guess this is probably related to why I got so into stationery. Is I was doing like a junk journal the entire time I was there. Honestly, a great way to like kind of track your vacation. It was really fun, and I just like kept all my tickets and just like other random little bits and pieces. So this is a notebook that I had actually bought like at a Barnes& Noble when I went to the States, and had been holding on to for many a years. So I ended up filling it out within like the first like month or so. So I got a second one at Liberty to also fill up. So this was bought and then used. Highly recommend doing a junk journal. I feel like it's really important to mention, I am not like a perfectionist when I journal. Like, look at my pages. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're kind of ugly. And I think that's half the fun, is like just like stick stuff down. Who cares if it's nice or not? Like, you're not throwing this up on Instagram or anything. Like, I'm literally just putting like my blister bandages, like not the actual bandages, but you know what I mean, like the packaging of the blister bandages, like a random receipt plus like other stuff. So don't be so strict with yourself. Have fun with it. Museum gift shop gets me every time, but there have been some cases where it really got me. The National Gallery was one of those. First of all, some of these museums I was just going into and being like, just like would like be like, okay, like I'm gonna go for the day, whatever, but like didn't really look at like what was actually in them. Some of them I knew, some of them I did not. And this is one of such cases. I went to the National Gallery and had no idea that they had like Van Gogh pieces, Monet, like all these artists that you're like, you know, are high up and like kind of crazy. So I was blown away. And then when I walked into the museum gift shop, they had a lot of cute stuff, and it was really, I was in a vulnerable spot already, and then they really just like hit where it hurt. I got this little like Monet pin that you can open up because it's like his paint palette. So ridiculous, but I don't care. It says the Water Lily Pond, $18.99, and you've got like the little paints from it. Isn't that cute? And then this is another kind of ridiculous one that I got. It's like a little felted like Water Lily Pond, like, was I supposed to say no? Like, what do you even do with this? I don't know, but it's so cute. I feel like I'll just hang it somewhere. And then, unrelated to the museum, but it's just in the same bag, so you're gonna see it, I got these buttons from, I think it was Spitalfields Market. I believe they have different vendors, like depending on where you go, when you go. I went on a really good day and they had a bunch of like vintage kind of vendors, like secondhand. So I got these buttons, which I was like, there was a whole stall of just buttons. Were they slightly overpriced? Probably, but like they're kind of like mother of pearl buttons. I don't know. That's not like the easiest thing to find. So I was really happy to find that. And on that same day, I also got this little like necklace, or not even necklace, like charm situation. £1. Kind of crazy, right? Good, not bad. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna put it on yet. I had it on a chain originally and I felt like that didn't like really work with this, so I'm thinking maybe like a little piece of like string or leather or something. I don't know, we'll see. I have to figure that out. I've always kind of done this when I travel because I think it's like the best souvenir you can kind of get is I buy postcards. Like I'll just buy, like depending on where I am, I'll buy a couple and I just kind of collect them. I'll bring them home and usually what I'll do is I'll let my friends pick like 3 or 4 each. And so, or like usually it's pick one because I don't have that many when I go on a trip. But coming home this time, I had the stack. This is the stack I kept for myself. I have a whole other like huge stack of ones that I'm letting my friends pick from. I don't know, it's just so much fun. And they also have a deal at a lot of the museums where you get 6 postcards for the price of 5. And let me tell you, I was falling for that literally every time. So these are some of the ones I kept for myself. This is from Sweden, some from the south of France, from Italy. And it's like not overly expensive and it packs down well, right? Like it's so flat. When I was with my grandparents, we ended up doing this like make your perfume workshop. And this is that. It's in, I believe it's in Grasse. If you know that region, it's a region that's very well known for its perfumes, and a lot of like, they grow a lot of the stuff that is used in perfume, so like the roses and all that. And so there's a lot of like perfumers there that are like well known, and so that a lot of them have these workshops that you can do. And so we did end up doing them. I am not really a perfume person, so I feel like I was not great at making one, but this is the one I made. It's beautiful, it's stunning. It was also just like tons of fun to do. Like it was a really fun activity. It is a little expensive, I will not lie. I did not pay for it, my grandma did, thank you grandma. But another one where I feel like this is a kind of like really fun thing to bring home that's kind of unique. But yeah, The next thing I want to kind of show is what I knit slash like the yarn I bought. Kind of going into this, I was like, oh, what I'm gonna do is as I knit stuff, I will like buy yarn according to the next project I'm gonna make in order to kind of limit myself in my yarn purchases, which I think was smart. But I do have both like projects done and then a lot of scraps left over. This entire bag of scraps, to be precise. The first thing I completed, and this one actually took me a while, I'm not gonna lie, I got distracted by a lot of other things, but was this. It is the Armor Top by Ranty Studios. Love it. It's such a great construction. It was the first time I did a saddle shoulder, and also I just love this detail here around the arms. It does not take as long as you think it will. I was really fearful that I was going to be there for like months just doing that, but it went pretty quick. And I knit it in, I think it's the knitting with olive silk, if I'm not mistaken. The knitting for olive pure silk, so I did really treat myself for that one. I will not lie, I did buy that before leaving though, and I have some left, quite a bit left to be honest. I was holding it double. I bought 6 balls of it, I believe, and I have 2 basically full ones left, and I've used it in another project since then, so it's pretty good. This sweater, this is like fully free-handed. You can kind of tell it's very like slouchy, kind of just like relaxed fit, but it is a saddle shoulder. I have kind of become obsessed with a saddle shoulder. I bought it, okay, yeah, so I bought it from Loop London. Great knitting store. It's like 3 stories pretty much, which is crazy. Tons of yarn, really nice yarn, and it's the BC Garn Lino linen. So it's 100% linen. I knit it, I think this was knit with 4 or 6 millimeters. I think it was 4. I really like the drape of it. It's really like a lovely kind of summer sweater, which is what I wanted. I have quite a bit left over as well, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that, but we will have to see. I have this yarn, which I got from Knit with an Attitude, I believe. This was probably my like low-key failure of the trip. Not the yarn itself, but more just what I ended up doing with it. It's the Love My Jeans Recycled by Betta Knits, and it's in army green. So it's like 95% recycled cotton, 5% other fibers. The yarn is actually really nice. There's like speckles of kind of other things in it. And I got 2 balls, which for what it was like is pretty good, because I think I was also holding it double while making this top. As you can tell, the ends are not woven in at all, and that's because it doesn't actually fit. So I'm going to have to undo pretty much to here and like kind of restart the top portion because it looks a little wacky as hell. I just kind of decreased like way too rapidly here. And obviously I was also striping it with the silk, the knitting olive silk. This was the last project I was kind of working on as we left that I've continued to work on. It's this kind of cardigan. The yarn is from 2 different spots. So I have the navy blue is pure Swedish wool yarn in this color. I bought 3 of them, I believe. And then this one is I do need to check because I don't remember. It's from Malabrigo, can never say that correctly. And it's a DK sport weight, and it's the Susuro. So it is 50 mulberry silk, 25 merino wool, 25% linen. And I was just like, it is so stunning. I cannot not get this. I got it from, they gave me a little tote, which was so cute. I got it from McCulloch and Wallace. Crazy store. Again, if you're in London, this is another one where I feel like you have to go. So many fabrics, so much yarn, just like a whole wall of buttons, and like just anything really. It's so great. I'm sure like prices, like I did spend a pretty penny on this yarn, but it was worth it. Like the experience of going in, even if you don't get anything or you get like a small thing, it's like really fun. So highly recommend. But yeah, this is the sweater that I'm hopefully gonna finish eventually. It's not the most like summery project, I'm aware, but when we were in Sweden, I was like not in a summer knitting mood, which kind of makes sense for Sweden. So yeah, we are still working our way through this. I now have some of the clothes I thrifted. I thrifted basically 3 items, which is not a lot, and I was expecting to do a lot more thrifting for clothes specifically. Did not end up getting much. I think it was like number one, like just like price wise, I was just kind of shocked, especially when I would do like the currency exchange. It was a little much for me, it was a little steep. And then also I was just like, you know what, I don't know why, I was just like, I don't really need clothes, I don't really feel the need for that. The things I did get though are a little silly, especially considering it's like, it was like June. But I got this 100% navy blue, 100% navy blue, yes, you can see that, 100% wool, just like men's sweater, very like classic me. I have a lot of these, but I didn't have a navy blue one, so I was like, why not? And it was £3.50, so that felt really reasonable. Then I got, this is from Camden, a stall in there, this kind of like very Nordic design, which is really funny considering I went to Sweden but I didn't get this there. But it was £10, mainly because there are some holes in it that it's in need of a little bit of TLC, if you will. But I was like, I can definitely do that. And for a sweater like this, again, 100% wool, just really nice kind of pattern and all that, I was like, it's worth it. And then third and finally was this kind of workwear jacket from Dickies. Again, why am I buying Dickies in the UK? I don't know. But this is the one where it was like £40, so probably overpaid a little for that, but I don't know, it fits really well. I really like the way it looks, so I was like, it's worth it to me. I have kind of a random bag of just like an accumulation of things in here, so let's go through that. First up is the actual bag. It's from Fragonard. It's like a perfume store in France, but they have a lot of like, they've expanded and have a lot of clothes and kind of like home decor-esque items now. I love that store. It is like one of top of my list. Every time we go, I'm like, we need to go to Fragonard. Kind of old ladyish, like I don't think people like my age are necessarily shopping there, but it's so worth it. There's so much gorgeous stuff. This is like, just like, I just love the look of it. And yeah, and I do love a lot of the clothes there as well. I didn't get anything because it is also very expensive, but yeah. In Sweden, while I did not thrift any clothes, I did thrift a lot of yarns. Let me show you that real quick. I've got this, which I believe is for weaving, probably not just, like I'm sure people use it maybe for filet crochet as well. Sorry, this sounds horrendous, I already know. Like, oh, I also think it's all wool. But yeah, so they had these little bags and they were like really, again, in my opinion, reasonably priced, not something you would necessarily find. So I got this little like pink one, and then, I'm so sorry for the sound, this little blue one. Also, while in Sweden, obviously we sell that one. Same thrift store, I got this 100% wool skein, this little, ooh, this blue one, and then this kind of like bad hand spun one, but I know that this is gonna give a really interesting, lovely texture. Their thrift stores, what I will say is like they had so many lovely hand woven carpets that I was like, I wish I could bring this home in my suitcase, but unfortunately I could not. But yeah, their carpets are amazing. Next up, this is such a random one. I got tabby socks. I don't own tabby shoes. I'd really love to. If anyone has recommendations for tabby shoes that are not Margiela, obviously, because I don't have that type of budget, please leave them down below. I was scouring the internet and I really couldn't find anything, but maybe I've missed some sort of website. And they're from some random science fiction bookstore. Don't know what they were doing there, but I was very happy to find them. And then I also have, this was a random airport pickup. I think they're from Monsoon if I'm not mistaken, but these two really pretty like beaded keychains. I don't know, I just thought they were really lovely. I think I'm gonna give this one as a gift to a friend. And then this one I want for myself. Don't know what bag I'm gonna put it on yet, but much to consider. And then I also, my grandma just like gave me a bunch of samples from Fragonard. I think they're from, yeah, they are. So I just have like a pile of perfume samples. Don't know what I'm gonna do with all those. Should probably give some to some people, to be honest. And now we're getting to a portion where it's just like no longer organized and just like, these are just items I picked up very randomly. But I have three kind of magnets. This one is from the Nordiska Museum in Sweden. I have my little V&A William Morris one that I have a matching tote bag with as well. And then this really cute like terracotta, like kind of Italian house one as well. The two tote bags I bought while on vacation. Obviously I just told you I got a V&A one. I love the V&A. So yeah, William Morris print. And then the same museum that I was just talking about. I loved the tote bag just so much. I thought the colors that they used were really lovely. So I have a Nordiska museet. I don't know how to speak Swedish. I'm sorry to the Swedish people. But yeah, I got a really lovely pair of wool socks. I just like the pattern. I thought they're really nice. When it's winter, I actually only wear wool socks pretty much now. I have enough pairs that I just like rotate through. It makes such a difference if you live in a cold climate. I know it's like super hot right now, so you're like, girl, this is so irrelevant to what I'm talking about. This is how you get through a -20 winter. I feel like I've been kind of saving this one. I'm like almost like, oh, should I do it now? But I will. I don't know if I want to say my favorite store, but it's like really high up there of this entire trip was Choosing Keeping. Very popular. I will put their Instagram up here. I love that store so much. It is just so stunning. Like if you're just window shopping, it is worth it. And I did obviously buy a couple things that you will now see, but yeah, oh, just like thinking about the experience, I'm like, oh my god, such lovely just like notebooks, like kind of French stationery and just like imported stuff, Japanese stationery obviously, and just like their own brand of stuff as well, which was really lovely. London postcard, I believe they're Riso printed, or I don't know, but so cute, so like just well made, so lovely. I'm not sending this to anyone, this is for me. Their like own little like Choosing Keeping one, which I think is so cute. It's like a little cat, like look at it. I honestly think it's worth a detour. It's also not that much of a detour. It's around if I'm not mistaken, it's quite close to a few museums. Like I believe it's between the British Museum and the National Gallery, but I could be mistaken. These like 10 mystery stickers of cats. I haven't opened it yet. I've been like saving this to the end of the trip. I love it, and like their branding is so stunning. Like look at that little bird. And finally, this is it's a little ridiculous. Like I don't know why I gravitated to this of all things, but I was just it made me so happy. So don't judge me too harshly. It's a fruit sticker album. But it's like an artist book. So it's an independent artist who like makes them. This is like they're like hand printed and hand numbered in limited edition of 500. My album is 256. I don't know, it's literally to put like the stickers on fruits in, but I'm really excited to use it and to like actually do stuff with it. Very silly purchase, I'm aware, but I was just like really excited, guys. I highly recommend what I was doing, which is to kind of keep track of like the stores I wanted to go to and all that, was like pinning them on maps, and then also checking Reddit, which I don't use Reddit for a lot of things, but I swear to god for traveling it's great. Just like you get a lot of recommendations of places to try. Okay, I'm really gonna try to rapid fire this last little bit. This is from Sweden. I did actually end up going into a thrift store and getting a non-fiber arts related stuff. This was a different one. I believe it was a Stockholm Stad. I don't remember exactly. I will put what I do know up, but I got this little kind of handkerchief. I was hoping to put it around my head, but obviously I have like no concept of how large my head is, because it doesn't even like come to like, it maybe like covers the halfway point, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it instead, but I'll figure it out. Then I also got this one, which I just thought was really cute. I think it's probably meant to be a napkin, but I was like, I could put this around my head. Again, does not reach. It does reach a little more than the other one. Like I could probably clip it together, but I could not tie a knot, so whoops. And I got these two little like handmade rolls of, they're like filet crochet lace. They're really beautiful. This one, I don't know if you can super see. I will try to show you. But it kind of looks like a little quilt block or like a little star. It's really cute. Not sure what I'm gonna do with these yet, but I will find something, don't worry. These were picked up at the museum. They're like little tablet weaving ribbons, basically. I don't think they're actually tablet woven. They're definitely machine made, but really cute. I feel like I'll just add it maybe to like the hem of a shirt or something. It'll be a nice little detail to add. And that's from the museum gift shop, of all places. Very random. Continuing on my stationery kick. This is washi tape. I bought it at a store in Norwich. I have no idea which one it was, but it is really pretty. This one is like fruit related, and this one is more of a like, I don't want to say like a Monet kind of vibe, but there's a slight Monet energy. It's kind of like field of flowers. And then I have a whole stack of these, which are from, oh my god, Stationery Green, another brand that I kind of discovered when I was there. But this is something else I picked up. They're transfer stickers for textiles. Really cute. The little lobster. I think there's a whale and some like birds and stuff. It looks really cute. But yeah, I picked up a whole roll of the washi tape. I thought it was really, really nice, and I just liked what they were doing there. Lots of cute stuff there. Oh my god, if I lived near one of those, it would be dangerous. Fortunately, I do not. I picked up this print at the National Gallery. It is obviously kind of, it said it on the thing when I was reading, it is a artist who was inspired by Van Gogh. I just like love the colors. It's High Tide by Jen Torup? Don't know how you would say that. But I also love the way that it was mounted. Like the blue and the yellow complement it so well, and I really love that. Yeah, the National Gallery was really the one where I took some financial damage. But next, this is from Liberty. It was a free poster because they're celebrating, I think, the 150 years of the Liberty print. But they like were basically just had these out for free. So I did pick one up. Again, not sure where I'm going to put this, but I love it so much. And it was free, as I've said like 3 times now. Well, last of the poster situation is this huge print of Ophelia by Jean-Evre Millet. I don't think you understand the connection I had to this painting. I love this painting and have been obsessed with it since I was like a kid. And so first of all, to see it in real life, I was like gagged, which sounds ridiculous, but I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. Tore it out of a book, and so I have a print of it on my wall, but it's like torn in two. I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. But yeah, this is gonna be not my replacement because I do love the version I have on my wall, but I was like, I need to come home with a lovely version of it as well. I think this is the last thing I have to show you, which is such a silly thing to keep for last. But I have these felted fruit keychains. Look how cute that is. Like, look how adorable. Literally love it. It's my little radish. Don't know where I'm putting him yet, but look at his little face. And then I have a pair as well. Originally I was like, maybe I'll give these to people. No, they're staying with me. How was I to say no? And yeah, that's it. Oh, I think I forgot. I forgot something. These two that's another thing about Stationery Green. Sorry, going back to that. We're gonna cut what I just said. Stationery Green sells yarn. Nice yarn, not like acrylic. Not that I'm like against that or whatever, but like there was like, they had like cotton, they had like lamb's wool. Like, yes, some of it was a little more expensive, but I was like, this is crazy. Like, you would never find that in a shop here. But I was like, so I did crack and get some kind of like color changing. It's sock wool, so it's like 75% wool, 25% polyamide, but I was like, that's really reasonable. And it was like £5. That's pretty good in my opinion. Thank you so much if you've actually watched this point. I don't know how entertaining that actually was to anyone, but I did just want to give myself a little log of what I actually got on this trip. I am also gonna try to be uploading way more consistently. I have lots of ideas of what I want to do. I want to do like, I have a lot of stuff I want to mend, so I'd love to do like a little mending video. I'm blanking on what else I wanted to do, which is ridiculous, but I have a lot of projects that I'm working on. I've got a lot of just like fun stuff. I swear, if you're into like fiber arts and stuff, like, I'm your girl. My voice crack. Anyways, I'll let you go. Thank you for watching. Bye.